Japan, the 1540s. The Sengoku period rages, a land torn by ambition, betrayal, and the clash of steel. Tonight, we trace the pivotal moments from the Middle Sengoku to the final siege of Osaka Castle in 1615. This is the story of warlords, muskets, and the birth of a new Japan. Let's dive into the chaos. It begins in 1543, when Portuguese traders land in Kyushu, bringing muskets. Portuguese sailors unload crates. A samurai examines a musket, eyes wide with curiosity. He fires it, the blast echoing. By 1545, the Hojo clan proves the power of new tactics at the night battle of Kawagoe, crushing their enemies under cover of darkness. In 1549, muskets roar at the siege of Kajiki. The future has arrived. Then, in 1560, a young warlord changes everything. Oda Nobunaga defeats Imagawa Yoshimoto at the Battle of Okehazama, a stunning upset that marks his rise. 8 years later, Nobunaga storms Kyoto, installing Ashikaga Yoshiaki as shogun. But he's the real power. He crushes rivals like the warrior monks of Mount Hiei in 1571 and the Ikko Ikki at Nagashima in 1574. Monasteries burn at Mount Hiei. Ikko Ikki rebels fall at Nagashima. Nobunaga's banner rises. In 1573, Nobunaga exiles Yoshiaki, ending the Muromachi shogunate. At the Battle of Nagashino in 1575, he and Tokugawa Ieyasu use massed musket volleys to annihilate Takeda Katsuyori. Nobunaga's power peaks with the construction of Azuchi Castle in 1576. Rows of musketeers fire in disciplined volleys. Takeda cavalry charge, only to be cut down. But rivals persist. Uesugi Kenshin dies in 1578, and the Ikko Ikki's Ishiyama Honganji falls in 1580. Nobunaga's brutal siege of Tottori in 1581 starves out defenders. He seems unstoppable, until 1582. Nobunaga fights desperately as Akechi Mitsuhide's men close in. He falls. Days later, Toyotomi Hideyoshi avenges him at the Battle of Yamazaki, slaying Mitsuhide. Hideyoshi rises. In 1583, he secures loyalty at the Battle of Shizugatake. In 1584, he clashes with Tokugawa Ieyasu at Komaki and Nagakute, but neither wins decisively. Hideyoshi's ambition grows. Hideyoshi builds Osaka Castle in 1586. He conquers Kyushu in 1587, defeats the Hojo at Odawara in 1590, and crushes resistance at Kunoe in 1591. Japan is unified under one man. But Hideyoshi dreams bigger. From 1592 to 1598, he invades Korea, seeking to conquer Asia. The campaigns fail, draining Japan. In 1598, Hideyoshi dies, leaving a child heir and a fractured realm. Enter Tokugawa Ieyasu, the patient strategist. In 1600, he faces his rivals at Sekigahara, the battle that will decide Japan's fate. Ieyasu's forces clash with the Western Daimyo. A traitor switches sides, and Ieyasu's banners rise victorious. In 1603, he becomes shogun, founding the Tokugawa shogunate. But one threat remains: the Toyotomi clan, loyal to Hideyoshi's heir, entrenched in Osaka Castle. Cannons pound Osaka Castle. Tokugawa forces storm the walls. In 1615, the final assault burns the castle. The Toyotomi fall. The sieges of Osaka in 1614 and 1615 end with the Toyotomi clan's destruction. Samurai warfare fades. The Edo period begins, and Japan enters an era of peace under Tokugawa rule. What does it take to unify a nation? Courage, betrayal, or patience? The Sengoku period asks us to decide. Join us next time as we explore the Edo period's peace and its shadows.